Watch closely as Sean comes in from air show left at 4,500 feet above the ground, 3/4 of an inside loop, and Sean is going to point it straight at the ground. Watch now for this series of inside diving snap rolls. Stopping it right about here, Sean is going to unwind it in the opposite direction and then convert that excess altitude back into airspeed as he drives down to air show center. Rolls across the box, the nose will now come up. This is called the Son of Edwin. It starts with a seemingly out of control tumble known as a Lomchavok. But watch as Sean stops it with that nose pointed perfectly vertical. At 0 airspeed, he reaches up, shifts into reverse, and he is going to back this aircraft up at a distance of over 400 feet. Tail first, looking for negative airspeeds in excess of 90 miles an hour. Letting that nose fall back down through the horizon, a series of diving snap rolls. Sean is going to bring it down to less than 15 feet above the ground as he brings it straight up into the sky. Watch for the rolls on the way up. Right now, Sean is going to stop this aircraft, continue to pull it through the horizon, finally onto his back. Watch for the quick half roll in the series of inside diving snap rolls on the 45-degree downline. At air show left, 20 feet above the ground, 2 points of the 2-point roll. The nose comes up. This is the spiraling tower. It's 2.5 outside snap rolls on the way up with a hard push at the top. Once on the 45-degree downline, 2.5 outside snap rolls on the descending 45-degree line. The quick half roll at air show center begins the Hui loop. It's an inside-outside loop with a tumble at the top. The first half is inside or positive G's. The second half is outside or what we call negative G's. Over 6 negative G's trying to throw Sean out of the cockpit of the 10-10-220 Challenger. The bottom side of that maneuver. Immediately coming up into the Tucker upper. On his back now, Sean is going to bring it around the corner. Back to air show center to show you one of his many original maneuvers. You've seen hammerhead turnarounds in the past, but watch closely. As the nose comes up, it's a quarter roll, followed by a shoulder roll. And now pointed perfectly vertical, using every bit of that available 380 horsepower. Right now, hard, full left rudder to begin not 1, but 2 consecutive hammerheads. And now straight at the ground with a hard push off the backside. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think so far of your hometown hero, Sean D. Tucker, and the 10-10-220 Challenger? With a hard push at the top, that was called the flip top. And now Sean is going to do some point rolls at less than 25 feet above the ground. Watch closely as he ends it up, inverted, and then a hard push into the outside 8-sided loop. This style of flying that you see Sean performing is very athletic and very hard on the body. Throughout the course of one performance, Sean will see over 10.5 positive G's and over 7.5 negative G's as he rolls it to upright and then end over end. This is called the Orango Tango. And as you heard, as Sean is dedicating the second half of this performance to our dear friends Wayne and Karen Hanley as he tumbles it end over end. This is called the centrifuge. And now one more time, converting that altitude back into energy and airspeed as the nose comes up skyward. If you miss it the first time, watch very closely. This is the original Sean D. Tucker double hammerhead. At 1,400 feet, watch 0 airspeed, hard full left rudder. All the way around once and then twice in the double hammerhead and instantly the 2-turn knife edge spin. This aircraft that you see Sean performing in is known as the 10-10-220 Challenger, regarded as being the most high-performance biplane of its size in the world today. And now as Sean brings it to the vertical to show you a maneuver that was used in 1972 to win the United States the World Aerobatic Championship Trophy. This is called the torque roll, and one more time, Sean has shifted into reverse. He is going to back this aircraft up straight at the ground over 100 miles an hour at a distance of over 400 feet. Straight at the ground, the diving snap rolls as he brings it down to air show left. This aircraft was custom built for Sean by our team over a period of approximately 16 months, weighing in at barely 1,200 pounds and powered by almost 400 horsepower. Sean's going to bring it back down to Air Show Center to show you just what this aircraft is capable of. Snap rolls all the way across the aerobatic box. And at this time, I would like to direct your attention to the area behind the Blue Angels. If you look very closely, you will notice there are 3 sets of poles out there. Suspended between each of those poles is a ribbon. That ribbon is 20 feet above the ground, barely 700 feet apart. And in just a few moments, Sean is going to come down to attempt a maneuver that he is the only one in the world today to try. It's called the triple ribbon cut. And what Sean's going to do is approach all 3 of those ribbons in 3 separate flight attitudes to slice this ribbon. Right knife edge, left knife edge, and finally inverted. As he pushes skyward, let's watch closely now. The Tucker upper on his back. He's going to bring it around the corner. Approach that first ribbon at less than 5 feet above the ground, 200 miles an hour. He's going to go underneath ribbon number 1. Bringing that nose skyward one more time. This is called the avalanche. It's an inside loop with 3 snap rolls at the top. Right now, Sean is looking out through the top of the canopy, trying to find that second ribbon. Once in sight, he continues around the corner, draws a bead on the center of that ribbon. And again, at less than 5 feet above the ground, he goes underneath number 2, pitching the nose up again. This is called the alley-oop. It's the world's smallest inside loop. And now straight at the ground, the half roll is our indication that Sean is ready to attempt the triple ribbon cut. I'd recommend that you get on your feet, get your cameras ready, and get as close to the fence as you can. Sean's going to turn it around from the left. Approach ribbon number 1, roll into right knife edge flight. His right wingtip will be barely 9 feet above the ground at over 210 miles an hour. Let's watch closely now. Right knife edge flight through ribbon number 1, all the way to left knife edge for number 2, and then inverted to shred that third and final ribbon. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a great big round of applause from Salinas, California. That is Sean D. Tucker. And now as Sean brings it back to Air Show Center, let's watch for the outside knife edge turn. As he continues it around, Sean is going to set up for his final maneuver of the afternoon. This is called the Harrier Pass. Sean's going to slow this aircraft down to less than 25 miles an hour across the ground. Once stable in the maneuver, the wings on the 10-10-220 Challenger are providing absolutely 0 lift. What Sean's doing is using that giant 3-bladed propeller and actually funneling air between the 2 wings. As that air goes between the wings, it's accelerated. It bounces off the side of the fuselage, essentially turning the side of the plane into another wing. That, along with 26 years of aerobatic excellence and training, is what is holding this incredible machine in front of you here this afternoon. And in order to maintain his perfect orientation along the show line, Sean is looking directly at the crowd line, so please give him a great big wave. He's working hard for you today as he lets that nose dip down through the horizon to show you that he is in fact done performing for you here this afternoon.
Now he's going to push the throttle forward. When we get ready to go, the flag's going to be down, smoke's going to be on. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen, Sean D. Tucker in knife edge flight. He's racing, smoke and thunder down the deck, giving it all, and it looks like, well, looks like Mr. Hammock has this one to chalk up.